All right. Welcome to another episode of Absolutely Not, another podcast presented by Forever and More Event Planning. Use code BRIDE10 at checkout to save 10% off the top tier planning package. We are back from another trip to Disney World. This one was a little bit more exciting for you. You got to host or plan your first
Disney wedding. It was really fun. It was cool to see Disney work like on the backside because you don't ever see like the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And their teams were really, really amazing. Like I felt at points, I was like, what am I supposed to be doing? Because they already had it all handled. And in other locations, it's not like that. Like sometimes I'll be doing a lot more physically where I made sure my couple was good. I made sure their personals were where they needed to be and like prep them. But it was really a fun experience. Besides it being like 100 degrees.
Yeah. Had the kids the day of the wedding. You were with us the other days, but it was hot in August in Orlando.
They made a very good choice because they did their ceremony very early, like not super early, but like 9:30. So before it was like super hot. And then everybody got a midday break from 11 to 4. So like the hottest part of the day, everyone could go back to their rooms. Some people braved it and went to the parks, which I was like, absolutely not. We went to the pool.
Yep.
And then they did their dinner reception in air conditioned, like inside. And then at night at 7:30, we got into Epcot for desserts and fireworks when it was like kind of cooler.
And you got to go on a solo Cosmic Rewind.
That was
with
the
wedding
coolest
party.
thing. Yeah, they closed down. Like the park was already closed down, and then all the guests that wanted to ride, because some guests were like, I'm not riding it. But most of us got on the bus, and then we rode Cosmic Rewind. Nobody in line. We were like the last people on.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous because our son does not like Cosmic Rewind. He likes Guardians, but cannot. I don't think he's tall enough, or if he is tall enough, he don't want to go on it because I scarred him from the
Tower of Terror,
Splash Mountain. Our daughter was tall enough for Slinky Dog Dash, which was fun. She did not like it.
She hated it.
But then our son did get to ride it, and he didn't like it the first time. He likes it now. So
right.
Fun trip.
Hopefully there will be another Disney wedding in the books. Like I would love to plan another one, maybe in a year or so. I need a little break.
I'm Disneyed out.
Exhausted.
But our guest today, she is planning a destination wedding of herself while also going through the chaos of the baseball season.
All right. Born and raised in Pittsburgh, Celine Halt has spent nearly a decade in the hospitality and events industry with a resume that has taken her from cruise ships to private clubs to one of the most iconic sports venues in Pittsburgh. For the past 5 years, she's been with the Pittsburgh Pirates, where she currently serves as the manager of Ballpark Entertainment, helping create the game day experience for tens and thousands of Pirates fans at PNC Park. And because apparently working an MLB schedule was not enough chaos for her, Celine also is an October 2026 destination bride who has quite literally had to plan her wedding around baseball season. We'll get into that later. Today we're talking behind the scenes baseball, Pittsburgh, the event industry, wedding planning, when events are literally your profession, and whether working in entertainment makes you the easiest bride ever or an absolute nightmare. Welcome to Absolutely Not Another Podcast, Celine Halt.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome in, a fellow Slippery Rock alum.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We had Kayla on. Shout out Kayla. She was an IUP alum. And I was like, we got to get someone from SRU to just banter about that a little bit. But you did start Slippery Rock. Mm-hmm. Same major. Shout out Bruce Bolivar.
Love Bruce.
What were some of the experiences that you had at Slippery Rock that led you to the career that you're doing today?
Yeah, so I actually started as a PT student, which I feel like most people start as like exercise science going into sleep.
I was like, guilty.
And then first semester, I was terrible at anatomy, like did great in high school. And I got there and I was like, this sucks. I cannot do this. But found the university program board, like the first events fair. And I drugged my roommate there and I was like, I need to find UPB and I need to find Greek life, the first two things. And then once I was there, I was like, oh, like this is actually really cool. I think I could find a job out of this. And so I stuck with UPB through all 4 years. And then after I said, I'm done with XI, I am done, tried public health, didn't work. I went to Bruce and I was like, hey, I want to go work on cruise ships. Can you help me out? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, welcome to hospitality. And then a couple years later, had an internship with them with Carnival Cruise Line. We can get into that a little bit later too. But UPB was my biggest thing. And then just getting super involved in Panhellenic. Alpha Psi Delta was the sorority I was in. But was always one of the like event chairs or always planning something, concerts, events, whatever it was on campus, but always wanted to have that next level. And then also got involved in the Pirates when I was in college. So I was on their Bucko Brigade shooting T-shirts and being involved, which got me to where I am today, which is super cool.
I had no clue you did that in college.
Wow.
Wow.
So started freshman into sophomore year and then kind of got my foot in the door there and then kind of full circled back post-grad.
That's amazing.
There's a lot of Slippery Rock alum that were on Bucko Brigade. Someone most recently, shout out D-Ray. I saw that he did it a couple of years ago. He's like the Slippery Rock icon for it. What were some of your favorite concerts or guest speakers that you had that came to Slippery Rock?
The first concert we ever had that I was there for was Lil Wayne. So I was like, okay, this is sick. Speakers, Steve-O from Jackass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a really cool one. So I grew up watching those. Like, I don't know if I was supposed to be 12 years old watching those movies, but loved meeting him. We had a lot of like the Full House cast also.
Very cool.
But those were probably like my big ones. And then Simple Plan came. So that was like my genre of music growing up. So very verse catalog that we had. But those were some of the ones that like definitely stuck out while I was there.
Yeah. I think I was on UPB freshman year, and it was Wiz Khalifa had his Rolling Papers album that came out, and they had the opener was J. Cole, and it was before J. Cole became J. Cole. You're like,
Yeah.
do you know
I know
J.
who
Cole?
J. Cole is. I also went to that concert.
Yeah, it was in the Arc at the time, and then
Yeah.
it was before the new Student Union. Is that where they hosted the concerts when you were there? Or
No,
was it?
we were still at the Arc for most of
Okay.
them. And then we moved them to the Student Center for a couple, like in the ballroom, like the smaller ones.
Yeah.
And then I think the new Student Union came after I graduated.
Okay.
Yeah, the last one we think we were supposed to have, I graduated during COVID, so we were supposed to have Roddy Ricch. So that's when like the box became really big and he had
Yeah.
like one hit wonder kind of thing in my mind. I was like, I don't know what else he sings. But then we announced that everyone went crazy, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, you guys need to go
COVID.
home. So
Psych. That's sad you graduated during COVID. I didn't know that.
yeah.
So you guys didn't walk or anything, right?
Like we had the option to, but I was like, I'm good.
I got my diploma. I'm
We're
good.
good.
No, one thing that I think is really cool is that the hospitality major that we all went through, like people end up all across the board in all different walks of hospitality. I feel like cruise ship was one of the things that at one point in my life, I was like, I could totally see myself being on a cruise ship. So can you talk a little bit about your experience on Carnival and maybe some things that you experienced there that you are still useful for you today when working at PNC?
I love that internship so much. So I actually turned down an internship with Garrett to go
I
work on
remember.
Carnival.
Yes.
Trying
So
to get her
fun
back.
But spent literally 3 months on a cruise ship. Everyone's like, oh, like you guys get off days. You guys like fly in every day, or like, how do you guys get to work every day? We're like, no, we literally live on the cruise ship, work every single day, had off hours. So we got to go off and explore ports every day, which was so fun. So host deck parties, trivias, bingos, the whole bit. But I think being able to work with just such diverse array of people. So I was like one of, I think like 5 Americans on the ship, which was super cool. So I got to work with so many walks of life. And then just being able to, like, something I picked up was saying hello to everyone every day and just being able to like
Be friendly.
Say again?
Be friendly.
Yeah, literally like be friendly, but also we never knew if it was someone's first cruise, if they were celebrating a wedding, if they were celebrating graduation, anniversary, whatever they were coming for, but that could have been their first vacation that they saved up for in such a long time or whatever it was they were coming on vacation for. So same thing translating to the ballpark. I always tell my team, it could be someone's first game. It could be their birthday. It could be the one game that they're doing their family reunion at this year. So make sure that everyone who comes to the ballpark gets that same experience no matter what, 81 times a year.
That's really great advice for anyone listening that wants to work in hospitality.
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody, smile.
Yeah, and some people can be a little bit chippy when they're on a cruise line or at a hotel resort going through things like.
Yeah.
I was like that for a quick second at our
Yeah,
trip.
and on our trip, our son's stuffies, like his
bad.
loveys that he's had since he was a baby. So for 5 years, he's had these. Never spent a day apart from these things. Housekeeping took them on accident. And we came back from a day at the park, like in the morning, and I see all my daughter's stuffies. It's cute, you know, they set them all up. And then Tyson's like, where's my blueies? And I'm like, I don't know. So I start like catching
Frantic.
eyes with everyone, like, we need to look around. And we stripped all the beds and they took them on accident, obviously not on purpose, but a housekeeper did come to our room
and tried to blame us.
Yeah,
for
it was like there was
losing
no.
them.
They were like,
no.
"Oh, there was no blue blanket. You must have taken them with you." And we're like, "No, we didn't." I specifically told him it was too hot to take them into the park. And then the manager of housekeeping got my cell phone number and texted me a picture like 20 minutes later, and they had them.
Yeah.
And she brought them
Scary,
back to the
though.
room and was like, "Do you want us to go wash these for you?" I was like, "No, I'll take them. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
wash
don't
them
want them
back."
to be lost again. No, thank you. No, thank you. But it was
A not so great
almost-
Disney moment.
Yeah, could have been worse, but
Yes.
it ended up working out for us. So now you're at PNC. You're
Mm-hmm.
back at PNC Park with the Buccos. Someone from the outside looking in and looking at what your job title is, what manager, ballpark entertainment, and they might have absolutely no idea what that is. Give us a quick behind the scenes of what you do on a game day or even prepping for a game day.
Yeah. So I like to kind of umbrella is like everything fun in the ballpark, like kind of super high level. But two big parts of it is planning everything pregame. So I oversee all of our national anthems, first pitches, everything going on the field pregame from opening day to the last game of the season, color guards, any special ceremony, flyovers, award ceremonies, anything like that. But then I also oversee our Bucka Brigade, so the t-shirt tossers, the racing pierogies, the ball team. So those are like my big like two categories that I have. And then I also help out with scoreboard. So going down to spring training every year, getting all the players content for green screen, walking us through all of those things. So those are like my like off season, but in season things. So a lot of people are like, I have no clue what entertainment means. And they're like, oh, just like the like high level, like t-shirt tossers, like the entertainment stuff. I was like, no, there's so much more than that.
Yeah. We were fortunate to do the play ball for the first game. Is that so? That play ball, obviously, we discovered that Tyson and Benny, well, more so Tyson did it for our game. But when it comes to national anthem or any like special guest that's attending, is that something you're planning months ahead?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Is it something that's like might be like someone's in for a concert or something?
A little mix of both.
Okay.
So we do a lot of our groups, we call them. So if it's like if Slippery Rock University is having a game, we'll plan out all of our university nights, our theme weekends, and kind of hold those. We call it like our on-field book, but it's like this giant Excel that has probably 20 tabs on the bottom. So as every game will have one for the play ball kid, one for the national anthem, one for first pitch, and go through every single game and be like, okay, we have 81 rows for every single game. And make sure we got Tyson on this day and then someone on that day. But we book all of our university groups, high level ones, and then do that almost as soon as the season ends, honestly. So like November, December, we're already doing those.
You're prepping.
And then as soon as this year turns, that's when we'll get in like the solos, being like, oh, like we have some availability in April already. We can't have a game without a national anthem. So I'm going to reach out to those local contacts and say, hey, I have an opening this day. Want to come sing for us that day?
Fun. I can't do the national anthem. Don't get me for that. I would be too nervous.
I mean, I was surprised how nervous the kids were.
Yeah.
Like I thought, okay, they're gonna be so excited. They were very nervous, but Tyson did say it, so I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Proud.
he
That
made it
moment.
through. That was a very cool experience. That was amazing when they got to do that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And it was Star Wars Day too.
Oh, yeah.
They love
Which-
Star Wars.
Now, at the time, he was in the Star Wars, but he was really only in the Jabba the Hutt. He knew the other characters. He went at Not So Scary Christmas Party, or Not So Scary Christmas Party.
That's what I always call it. Not so scary Christmas party.
Yeah, the very scary Christmas party. No, Not So Scary Halloween Party, and he was C-3PO.
I'll say his
And
outfit was so cute.
We're watching every single
Yeah, now we're
C-3PO
watching
video, and
C-3PO.
he wants to be C-3PO all the time.
It is hilarious.
No, yeah, he wants to be. There's a scene in Star Wars that I've watched Star Wars. I don't know it in the back of my hand like he might now, but he got a character or a Chewbacca that carries a broken C-3PO, and now he wants to be the broken C-3PO. And
Yeah,
he
he
wants us
wants
to get
us
a
to carry
bag
him
so we can
around.
carry him around.
I'm like,
But-
all right, now I carried him like backwards on my back yesterday, and he was like pretending to be C-3PO. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this for 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm sure you've had some amazing moments at PNC so far. Has there been any moments that really stick out as like, wow, I can't believe this is my job. This is like the coolest thing I've ever done.
So my second year, so 2023, was the I think 30th anniversary of The Sandlot. So that's one of like favorite
very
nostalgia
cool.
movies growing up. But during my interview, they're like, "What kind of events do you want to bring? Like theme nights?" And I was like, "I would love to do like bigger things, like anniversary tours, or bring all these celebrities." And I told them I was like, "I would love to do a Sandlot night, combining like nostalgia, '90s, baseball." So I got the entire cast minus Benny. It's fine. But had the entire cast of The Sandlot come to PNC Park that day and do like a reunion game for the 90s game that day. But they did I think play ball that day. They were a group salute. They did t-shirt tosses, but
So
did like
cool.
a full reunion autograph signing. But that was like one of the coolest, like combining like my childhood, but also
Yeah.
my job and so many other people's like nostalgia moment for them. They're like, oh wait, my entire worlds are colliding.
Yeah. And your idea, like how cool to see it come to fruition.
It was the coolest thing ever.
That's
Amazing.
fun. Yeah, I feel like I saw it, you posted, or I saw even like the Pirates posting it, and I want to say we were like away for that, because otherwise I would be there. Because didn't you
Yeah.
do a on the Jumbotron, maybe it was like before the game or before they came, like watching the Sandlot on the Jumbotron during that?
So we did a movie night on the
Yeah.
field. We do it yearly. So I think that year we did a Sandlot watch party,
Yeah.
and then we've done like Angels in the Outfield. I think this year we watched like a Captain America movie or something. But usually we try to theme it baseball. I think that year was also Sandlot.
I don't want you watching Captain America. That's your thing.
I love Captain America.
Besides, like something you're proud of, is there any weird request that you've gotten while working there in the last 5 years? Whether it's like someone that wants to come. I saw that you had Kirk Herbstreit with his dog, which was great. But is there something like out of left field, no pun intended, that wanted a request to be at the ballpark?
We had a lot of them. One that happened recently, I don't know like how it all came to fruition. I'm gonna be so honest, I forget what one of the guys' names was, but Bill, I think he pronounced his last name like Fagerbaki, but he's the voice of Patrick Star.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he came to the ballpark.
He did it the game after us.
Yeah, it was the day after.
Yeah.
We were like, oh my goodness.
But they did first pitch, and then we had him say play ball and then called the pierogi race,
Yeah.
but in the Patrick Star voice.
Okay.
So it was like combining Yinzer, like we taught him like all the names of the pierogies. So he had like little note cards. And he's like, who's winning? Potato Pete. Oh, I love pierogies. I love potatoes. Oh, wait, that's jalapeno Hannah. But like, I cannot do the Patrick Star voice, obviously.
Yeah.
But just all in that, like,
That's
his
funny.
dialogue. And I was like, that's insane. And then there was one recently. So the pierogies, favorite.
Yeah.
I had an email the other day that a bunch of Polish sisters, so I thought it was like, oh, like sibling sisters. No, these were Polish nuns. Came to the ballpark the other day. And they're like, we can't grasp the concept of these pierogies running around the ballpark. Can you get a couple of them to come surprise them during their dinner? And I'm like, oh my gosh, absolutely. So they came running in while they were eating, and they're like, this is the best day ever.
That's
Most of them
hilarious.
didn't speak English. They're like all just celebrating. They're like, can we get pictures? And they're like, you just made their entire trip.
Yeah. The Great Pierogi Race is like one of the most iconic things that happens around Pittsburgh. People
Yes.
like go to the games to watch that. They'll watch the Buccos, don't get me wrong. But once the fifth inning it happens, people just stop watching the game.
Yeah. I feel like we stay specifically to watch the pierogi race.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
if the kids
Oh,
are
yeah.
done, we're like, okay, well, we stayed that
Yeah,
long.
if I'm there with the kids, it's pierogi race. If we can make it to the seventh inning stretch, great. We never make it for the entire game. With
No,
them. It's
not yet.
Time for bed. Time for bed. They're done.
So, professional sports has historically been a male dominated industry. What has your experience been building your career as a woman in that field?
So whenever I came in, felt like I really had to push myself a little bit harder. It felt like feel like I've definitely earned my seat at the table. But I am the only woman in my like direct chain departmentally right now, which is awesome to say. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like that's crazy to say at the same time. But I feel like a lot more women are coming into the sports industry recently, and I'm like, that is awesome. So snaps to all you women out there. But definitely slowly becoming like more of like a 50-50 split, which is especially in those more game day related parts as well. So like more of like those clubhouse rules, game day stuff where it's not just sales or marketing or those things, but the more untraditional sports rules that we don't often think about.
I feel like it's cool to see you like thriving in your role because it inspires other people to be like, I could totally do that, or I should at least try, or they can lean on you for support. I see you doing a lot of like panel discussions and showing up for people that might be interested in getting into the field and maybe they're just scared because it is so male dominated. So kudos to you for that. That's amazing.
What would you say to like a young woman that loves sports and doesn't know how to get in, and like what kind of path would they have to look for in it?
So I think honestly, go for the role that you want. So if that's something in marketing, go for marketing. If it's something in sales, go for those. But it is at the same time like a very hard field to get into right now. So I started in a thing that was not a full-time job. So I started seasonally, got my foot in the door, made that good had that good rapport with the people above me. And then a couple years, whenever I came back, they're like, oh my goodness, I remember you. You were so great in this role. Let's elevate you. So even if it's that seasonal role, that non-traditional role, while they're looking to elevate to that, one of those things I see a lot of people get into, whether it's internship, seasonal, and they get elevated to that role throughout the years.
I feel like a lot of people are scared to start from the bottom and work their way up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, most of the people that I know, that's how we all started. Was like
Right.
we literally were like bottom of the barrel, doing whatever we could to learn. And so I do think if people aren't willing to do that, it is hard to get in.
Yeah, do more in a role like internship.
Yes.
I was folding towels, making 100 snow cones a day. I was dressing up as Tanner the Turtle. I was saying yes to doing anything because it's showing that like I'm committed to whatever position that I want to get to down the road, which did end up happening.
Yeah.
So just keep doing that, and that goes like boys and girls for it. And I think a lot when it comes to hospitality, especially where we were at, like at a private club. There's a lot of strict rules that they still have like old ways and trying to push to like the new generation of like how to handle certain things. Like there was a place we worked at that you couldn't wear cutoff t-shirts.
Yeah, you couldn't wear a tank top, and my dad got kicked out of the lobby.
Couldn't wear certain like swimsuits. It was crazy, but I'm sure some of that stuff has changed since we departed there, but some of it has those old ways of having to like run things at those. But now you are you're an event professional, but now you're also in the bride seat. You've spent your career creating experiences for thousands of people, and now you are planning one of the biggest events of your own life. So has there been an event professional made wedding planning easier, or has it made it more particular?
I want to say a mix of both in a way. Like literally for the last 28 years, I thought I was going to be the most type A bride there ever was, like to borderline like bridezilla. So like whenever I first got engaged, like I remember telling like my friends' family, I'm like, I'm going to plan every detail, like down to my bridal shower, which is like traditionally like friends and like your mom and all those things. But I was like, no, I'm going to do all this. But once we started planning, I was like, I am so hands off right now.
Yep.
And I'm so okay with that. So we're going through Royal Caribbean for our wedding. So we're doing
Lovely.
destination, but with them. So we're not getting married on the ship, but getting married like on the beach. So they take
Nice.
care of so much. So very similar to the Disney aspect of it, where it's like, hey, here's this package, you pick everything. And they're like, so you have a pre-planner, you have a ship planner. So you guys are all good. Like you don't have to do anything. And I was like, this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with this, but we don't have to do the seating arrangements. We don't have to do the cookie table. So we're going to do it at my bridal shower, but like not
There you
on
go.
the ship and all those things where I'm like, oh, like I feel like I'm forgetting everything at the same time, but I'm like, I don't have to make all those big decisions where I feel like I make a lot of decisions at work right now. So I'm like, I'm kind of okay with this.
I feel like I was the same when we got married.
Yeah.
I was just like planning other people's weddings that I didn't really want to plan my own. I was like, just run it past me. If I'm
Yeah.
good with it, like cool. No, it is nice though when you have like an on-site coordinator, like a ship coordinator, whatever they called it, that they are going to be your go-to person. They're going to be handling everything so you can disconnect and really be present. That doesn't happen always.
Oh gosh, no.
So it is nice that the cruise ship takes care of that. And this is kind of off topic of your wedding, but I helped a virtual client that was doing a cruise ship wedding. And I didn't know this was an option, but they were like, oh, we have some people that like do not cruise. Like they won't cruise out onto the water. And you could do your wedding before the cruise ship takes off. So like you could have a big wedding. They're like, yeah, we're having like 120 people, but only 50 of those people are like cruising with us after, and everybody else could depart. I was like, that's the coolest thing.
Yeah, especially if you're like living in like one of those ports like Miami or something like that.
Yeah.
You can bring everyone there, get them on, get them little guest passes. So we did a lot with Carnival. So DJ'd a couple weddings while I was there.
Ooh.
But yeah, they would bring them all in and then be like, okay, 4:00, we got to go. See you guys later. And then they would go and either call it like still their wedding or like their honeymoon, however they wanted to word it, but could still have everyone then there. And then everyone's done by
Departs.
4 p.m.
Brilliant. So social media, I think, has completely changed the way a lot of people plan their wedding or how they get inspiration. Has there been anything along your journey, if you're watching things online, that has inspired you or you've decided to include in your day?
So yes and no again, because we can't take a lot of things with us. So having to worry about like baggage waste because we're flying to Texas to get onto the ship.
Wow.
So having to get to there and we're like, okay, how do we distribute our bag weight? I need to carry my dress on where I'm trying to like mentally do everything. So we're going to do one idea I saw, I think it was on TikTok. This girl, she had a giant like banner hanging down from like her grand staircase. And so I was like, okay, that's something easy. I can like fold it up, put it in a
Light.
bag, light. It only takes maybe like 5 pounds, if that. So simple decorations, but nothing like too extravagant. So we're going to do that. And then gift bags for everyone. So especially being Pittsburghers, the terrible towels. So the custom ones, we're going to do those.
So fun.
And so we're like, okay, what can we make custom? And then beach bags for everyone, little things inside, like so the amenity bags everyone has.
Yeah.
But I've been looking on TikTok, different things, being like Pinterest. Okay, how can I like make these custom, but also make it enough where I'm like, okay, not going overboard, but also useful.
Yeah, you want it to be useful. I do think social media can be so helpful in that way, especially when you have like an idea of what you're looking for. You can type it into the search bar and just video after video pops up.
I feel like I'm using it more of a search engine nowadays than like Google or something.
Yeah.
Same.
If you are shipping anything, we just ran into it for welcome bags for the wedding you had.
Oh my gosh,
Did not
I
come in
keep
on
forgetting.
time.
Yeah.
They arrived
Disney has,
Monday.
Yeah, Disney has a
Yeah.
rule that they will not hold like a package for longer than 3 days. So my couple shipped their package on a Monday with like 2 day shipping. So it should have been there by Wednesday. We were arriving on Thursday and I was supposed to pass out the welcome bags. They never arrived. They were like in a holding place somewhere in Orlando and we had to call USPS. We called Disney and like I'm meeting with a couple different people. They did not get delivered until Monday evening and we were departing Tuesday morning. Everybody from the wedding had left
Right.
at that point. So don't ship them. Don't ship it.
If you're shipping them, ship it like express shipping. They did
Two to 3 day shipping.
Okay.
But like still I don't know why it was sitting. It was a weird thing. And I'm like, there's nothing anyone could do. Like we couldn't retrieve the package. They couldn't locate the package. It was just like sitting in a warehouse. So
The uplights came in on time.
uplights came in. So we had those.
Yeah.
We found out about the Amazon lockers. So we're like, okay, if we like Amazon 2-day everything, get it down. We're like, maybe they'll like hopefully come there. But now you got me a little bit nervous.
I'm not trying to stress
You'll
you.
be all right.
Our
You'll be all right.
uplights were Amazon. The other things were
then we're
not
good.
Amazon.
Yeah,
so you're
the things
good.
that were Amazon good. The other ones was shipped.
Yeah,
from the
we had
couple.
to ship it back to the couple. And I'm like, hopefully you see these people again. You can give them a little. Their bags were cute too. It had like your stuff, fans, suntan lotion, things they would have utilized.
Yep. Sorry,
Nope,
guys.
sorry.
Yeah. So you're getting married October of this fall. The Pirates potentially could be playing in October. Right now they're not. We've got a lot of injuries coming back. But did that, like working with the Pirates, did that dictate when you planned your wedding date?
So our regular home season ends, I think, 2 weeks before we would sail out.
Okay.
So traditionally, not traditionally, but in the past, we've been done regular season, have made it to the playoffs in a couple years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be optimistic this year. So the way it works out with the playoff schedule this year, I would be home for wild card, and then I believe the DS, and then I'd be gone for championship series, and I'd be back for the World Series. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, there's enough buffer in the middle where I could like make the important stuff on both ends. But over the last couple of years, I've kind of realized like life doesn't wait. So I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
going to go no matter
Yeah.
what. And they're still going to play baseball and I'm going to prep everything for them. But this is like the biggest thing of my life so far. So I'm going to go and enjoy this vacation no matter what.
Right.
Good.
And I don't want to knock the Pirates, but they're under 500 right now. But like, oh no, Cruz is back. Connor Griffin will be back.
The walk-off yesterday was insane.
Yeah, it's like every single time I think, oh yeah, I think the season's over. They do something.
They have a little
I'm like,
comeback.
well, maybe. So we'll see what happens for it. I always have said, like looking at for the season this upcoming year, I did predict them over 500. I said not this year, but next year. And then there might be a lockout. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I think that might be good for us if that does happen. Because then I don't know. I feel like we like.
I don't
go
know
in
what a
waves.
lockout is, and I don't know what under 500 means. But yes, I agree.
It's in baseball.
No, we will be good eventually. Eventually, I'm holding in hope.
Yeah. All right, we have two quicker questions.
Oh yeah.
Garrett, you want to ask the first one?
I know the answer to this, at least on my end, because I was fortunate enough to be at one time and I did win. Pierogi races. People want to know, are they fixed?
They're not fixed.
Exactly. See, there we go. On record.
I saw him fighting for his life out there.
Yeah, it was a struggle. I like got halfway through and I'm looking at the pirate parrot.
I forgot that you ran a couple years.
Yeah.
I completely forgot
That was when
about
Tyson was a baby. Like
that was like my first year
yes.
there.
Yeah. I'm like,
I was like, what is he talking about? I was like, oh my God.
yeah, I get my suit on. And I'm like, guys, it's not really fitting. And they're like, oh, it's fine. We'll get it adjusted really quick. And it was a quick out, and then it was a quick double play that happened. I'm like, we got to go now. I'm like, I can't see. So I just go out there and I just start running. I'm like, oh, I was gassed halfway through.
Once you hit the bullpen, you're done.
Yeah. The only one There might have been
Who
one
were
that
you?
might have-
Oliver Onion?
Oliver Onion.
Oliver Onion.
There was one that was definitely maybe fixed. There was I think it was Yinzer Palooza, and it was one of the pierogies did not win a race.
Was it when Saul did his rehab assignment?
Yeah, and he came back. It was
David
great.
Bednar fixed him.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh, I love being the pierogi. It was a good time. And I got to do the pierogi eating contest. Not a good time.
Not a good time.
It was a good time, but I'm like halfway. My issue was, because I found out I was doing it, and my mistake is I trained for it the day prior.
He did.
eat.
Like we
how many can I
practiced.
eat?
He practiced, not me.
And I did not do well at all. I almost beat Goob. He also didn't win, but the guy that won, I think he finally got upset.
He got upset this year.
Yeah, he's been like 5-time champion.
Oh my God.
His jaws were massive.
Detached.
Yeah, I'm like, I will never be able to win this one at all.
All right, my question is: take one, eat one, throw one away from the Pittsburgh cookie table.
Oh, my throw one. I'll start with that. I hate thumbprint cookies
Oh,
with like the extra icing and then like the
Yeah.
sprinkles around the outside. Just a little too much for me. So those are
too much for Celine. She's
Yeah.
out.
I feel like chocolate chip cookies is a staple, so I'm gonna make that my.
Take,
Yeah, I'll make them my take. And that was the last one.
eat. Which
Eat.
one are you eating there?
Ooh, a lady lock.
Yes,
Good choice. Good
great choice.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm eating those. I'm probably taking the Lady Lock actually.
I think you always say take Lady Lock. I would be
Yeah.
a take Lady Lock.
I don't know what I'm throwing away still.
7-layer bar. Anything with coconut.
Like if there's a baklava.
I love
my
baklava.
So
gosh.
good.
Oh.
You do have to watch though. Some of the homemades have like hairs in them. I see a lot of cookies.
Builds character.
I'm like,
Well, thank you, Celine. We'll keep you around for the other segments.
thanks. This next segment is brought to you by Ling's Moment. If you're planning a wedding and you want gorgeous florals without stress, cost, or unpredictability of fresh flowers, you have to check out Ling's Moment. They have everything from bouquets and boutonnieres to centerpieces, ceremony decor, garlands, and more, all with beautiful, realistic, artificial florals that you can order ahead of time and know exactly what they're going to look like on your wedding day. Plus, you can reuse them, resell them, or keep pieces from your wedding without worrying about them wilting before the night is over. Head over to Ling's Moment and use code WeddingProcast at checkout to save 10% off your order.
All right. Next segment, ballpark or wedding. I will read off some scenarios. Celine and Cass, you can do it too, and I probably will chime in. We will tell us if this would be more chaotic at a ballpark or at a wedding. Okay? All right, first one. Someone has had way too much to drink and security needs to get involved. Ballpark or wedding.
I feel like that's like a casual Tuesday at a ballpark.
I was gonna say it doesn't happen that frequently at weddings, but it does happen. Like I was at one in the last 3 years where the cops showed up
Oh, yikes.
throwing hands.
Yeah, ballpark, I feel like that has to be
Less
daily.
chaotic.
Like people that are tailgating,
Yeah.
100%. I might have been one way back in the day.
Like how many people do you think get kicked out for like over drinking at a game?
As I see, like, I don't want to say frequently because there's so many people there,
Yeah.
like percentage wise, but definitely happens. I'd say at least like once a game.
It's like fireworks night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to
I'd say
happen.
definitely more
going
like
out.
a weekend game than like a.
The Wednesday,
day
Thursday
game.
matinee. Yeah, like no chance. But you never know. Could be too hot. All right, next one. Someone grabs a microphone who was absolutely not supposed to have a microphone. Ballpark or wedding.
I don't think it would be that chaotic at a wedding. It's pretty quick. Like it's a small group.
Yeah, but I feel like if that
It
would
depends
be,
on who's grabbing the microphone.
Yeah.
and what they're trying to say.
You got a streaker at a ballpark that comes through like during the national anthem being sung or performed.
I would say as the person who's like a microphone like overseer, that stresses me out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel like
We
at
have
a
the button to turn it off.
I feel like if they're like someone grabs or says something super inappropriate at a ball game, it could be way worse.
Yeah. Thousands of people are seeing it.
Thousands of people versus a wedding where it's probably like drunk Uncle Bill got on the microphone for a toast, and we're like, all right,
Yeah, you weren't supposed
Cut
to
him
get
off.
the toast.
Turn
Uncle
it
Bill.
off.
It's like, what? Yeah, that it probably would go more viral at a ballpark too. Like we
Yeah.
would all see it on TikTok. It wouldn't just be at any ballpark. It would be on TikTok later that day.
somebody did. I do remember on TikTok seeing this. They staged somebody like giving a speech at a wedding that shouldn't have been, and everybody was following the story. And then it came out. They were like, yeah, that was like completely fake. Like, got
It
me.
happens too much.
Got me.
All right. A child is completely unsupervised and has disappeared from where they're supposed to be. Definitely more chaotic at a ballpark. Come
Yeah.
on.
100%.
What is there like a code?
So we
You
all
probably
have,
can't reveal that.
not a code, but we all have walkies. So
Yeah.
almost every single employee in the ballpark has a walkie. So we have like almost like a command center kind of thing where it's like, hey, insert information here, and then they always kind of go into like security mode to make sure they get reunited.
Yeah, that can be crazy. I feel like that happened a couple times at a hotel or resort that we were working at. Happening at a ballpark. It's chaotic as is whenever we have our kids there and we go to like the playground area and I'm all eyes on the kids at all times. But there could be like 50
We're
kids there.
helicoptering.
Yeah, I'm a helicopter parent like crazy when I go somewhere like that.
Same.
The weather forecast suddenly turns very bad.
I don't know. I feel like, at least for a wedding, there's usually a backup location. Like you're pretty, I feel like I'm very on the weather, like looking at it constantly. But you guys probably are at a ballpark too, right?
Yeah, so we have like our grounds crew there, like monitoring their iPad literally all the time. So I almost want to say like wedding film, like it impacts like a smaller group of people, but it's like their one day to do it. Like we play a baseball game any day.
Yeah, you could delay or like
Doubleheader the next day.
Yeah, that is true. Because like with a wedding, there has been somewhere like you've set up a wedding, and then all of a sudden rain really comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we've had to like pick up their stuff and move it, and then all the staff has to stay longer, and then everything's delayed by an hour and a half. That only happened one time for me at Ocean Reef, but it was like a very stressful, terrible day, to be
That happened
honest.
to our friend where it just kept off and on raining, and it got to the point where we're lined up to start the wedding, and it starts pouring down rain. She's like, "Forget it, we'll just start.
We're just
gonna
going,
go."
and they did the wedding in the rain.
Yeah. The only thing that may make it chaotic at a ballpark is if the tarp monster makes an appearance.
Tarp monster.
Our neighbor and his dad, and I think his dad, like it's a family generation of people that have been grounds crew members.
No way.
Yes.
And he
talks
wasn't
about
there
Tarp
for Tarp Monster, but he worked with the guy that was the one that got sucked up by the Tarp Monster, and he has the shirt of like, I survived this Tarp Monster. Good old Steve DiMatteo, you know the name?
If I saw them, I'd recognize it. There's so many of them.
His whenever I took the picture of our kids before the game, he was like, "Man, that grass looks really good." Like he's like, man, like not even comment about the kids. All right. Yeah. Two grown adults are screaming at each other in front of everyone.
Again, this might happen a lot at the ballpark. It does not happen a lot at a wedding, no. It would be more chaotic at a wedding, I'd say.
True.
Yeah. Be like, oh, yeah, Uncle Bruce and Uncle Bill are about to get in
A fight.
fight. Someone is demanding to speak to the person in charge. What's the issue that's
Yeah, it
happening
depends
with
on what
this
the
person?
issue is.
And like, is the person in charge like your coordinator, or is it the bride?
Yeah. Like, what's
I
going
feel like
on?
people come up to talk to me to like complain about certain stupid things all the time, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, work on that.
Yeah, if it's the bride saying something or the parents that might be paying for a.
If it's a guest,
yeah.
that is not chaotic to me. I'm like, you can talk to me. I don't really care. You're not paying the bill, so.
The music, it starts playing at completely the wrong time.
I say we'll get in trouble for that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like not sometimes, but like MLB has like a really strict like rule book where it's like, hey, music needs to be off at like this time on the pitch clock. Like can't be while like the pitch is being thrown, anything like that. So like even like sound effects, like the like claps for like the crowd to go along with or anything like that. It's like no, you cannot play like during all these times, like every other like.
Is that because it goes on like television that like certain
Or it
sounds need
just
to be off?
impacts like the game
way they
itself.
play?
a little bit of both.
Wow.
Now,
Okay, so
happens
that would win for you. For wedding, it's like, well, just turn it off.
Turn it off.
Wrong
This
song.
is not their first dance song.
No.
Yeah. I want like not it wouldn't be bad like in terms of a game itself, but if someone's walkout song is not their walkout song and they're superstitious, does that happen?
It's happened once or twice.
They might get a little upset.
I say they'll stand there like they'll look up a little bit and they'll be like whatever.
Yeah, I'll get up there. I'm on the
They're
I'm on the clock
professionals. They
anyway.
can get up and play.
Someone is complaining that their seat is no good and they have a bad view. So it would be if they have a bad view of the game, or they have a bad view of what, the couple, or they're just put in the back.
This gets a little bit chaotic at a wedding when that happens, I feel. because like you're in a planned spot for a reason because of food service or whatever it may
Right.
be. So when people are complaining, I'm kind of like, just sit in your seat for the hour. There's nothing I can really do for you right now.
I feel like PNC Park doesn't have much of like obstructed
Do people
views.
complain about where they sit? They bought the ticket.
I said they bought the ticket.
Yeah, they bought the ticket. The one, like, this is my biggest gripe. I don't think it's more so at PNC Park, but when it comes to a football game, and it can go into a concert as well. You go to a concert and you're going to a football game, depending on where you're sitting, you're standing up. And if you bought a seat where you're sitting down, behind, like, and you're behind someone that's standing up most of the game, like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm standing up for the Steeler game, or I'm standing up for more so a concert than anything. I'm nice when I'm at a Steeler game. Like, I'll sit down if they're far away, but if they do a good play, I'm standing up. We've had issues with someone at a concert though.
So mad, like literally, they were mad at the people in front of us, which we were the last row in like the section.
Yeah, like there's
And
no
they
one
were
behind us.
mad at the person in front of them for standing during the concert and asking them to sit down. And we're like, we paid for these tickets, and the person's like, so did I. Like, I'm standing up.
And he sat down, and then he turns around, and the ladies were standing up. He's like, well, if you can stand up, I'm standing up. And then they got in another heated argument. And then the couple, it was like a whole different thing. We might have mentioned this on the podcast earlier, but
They were like breaking up.
yeah, like
And then their texts were up, and we were all like, everyone behind was staring at the texts.
the guy left that was fighting with the people next to us. And then she's texting saying she's going to file for divorce on that Monday.
It was so messy.
But then
I was
there
like,
was
what background music is playing at this?
yeah, it
We're
was,
just
at
like-
that point Morgan Wallen was on. It was great. But then the guy that was there with his girlfriend was
Holding hands.
with the girl that was texting about a divorce. We're like, what is going on here?
And even our kid's babysitter was sitting a few rows back. She also saw it.
Yeah, everyone was like,
like
tuned in.
It was like a TV show. I don't know.
But no, I would say, I feel like maybe a wedding's bad. But when it's like the seat's no good at a game, I guess at Bill Stadium, their new up in Buffalo, people were complaining about their like new seats at the new stadium, not having obstructed views. But like, if you're going to a game, you pay for the seat, deal with it.
Yeah, you can see on the app what your view is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely look for like any concert, anything I go to.
Yeah,
I'll
I might
do,
go
like,
on
the
that
free
little
thing.
thing and see what you're going to be seeing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There is a technical issue, and suddenly a microphone isn't working.
It's not chaotic at a wedding for this.
You can be loud.
You can just talk.
Yeah. If you're like singing the
Ballpark,
national
probably
anthem.
worse.
Probably worse.
If anything, you might get like the crowd chiming in and singing the national anthem if it happens there. But like other issues,
I feel like you're trying
yikes.
to talk to way more
Yeah.
people and like get whatever message they're trying to say. It would be more chaotic in a ballpark if it's not working. We're at a wedding, it's like 100, 200 people. Like they can shout.
Figure it out. Yeah. All right. Last one. There is a line somewhere, and people have decided the rules of the line no longer apply to them.
Not chaotic at a wedding, I don't think.
If people go to a ballpark and cut, I'm like,
I feel like
bad.
it could end badly at a ballpark.
yeah, it could be that like people arguing and fighting in the earlier one too. But yeah, I don't know, maybe ballpark.
I was picturing like a kids run the bases, like lines
No.
don't exist anymore.
Oh yeah,
No.
it's done. Those happen on Sundays.
Every Sunday.
Gotta get to a Sunday game.
Yeah, we
The
got to
kids
go to a
don't
Sunday
be able
Just
game.
go late so the kids are
Yeah,
more
don't
awake.
show up. You show up at the start of the Progi race and
show up in the
then
fourth.
hang out because it does start like 1:30 typically for Sunday games. Yeah, lines don't exist for kids, but if someone like I'm going to get Krabby fries and someone cuts in front of me, even if it's like 2 rows, I'm like, buddy, I'm upset.
I'm over it.
All right, our next segment is brought to you by Jagoff Clothing. For any Jagoffs in the Pittsburgh area, use code Garrett, GARRETT, 2 R's, 2 T's, at checkout to save 10%, or maybe 15%.
It's 15%.
To save 15% off your purchase. It's Jagoff Clothing. All right, our next segment, absolutely not. This is Wedding Edition. I will read some wedding statements, and the two of you will decide whether it's an absolutely not or an absolutely yes.
Got it.
Absolutely not, absolutely yes. If your parents are paying for the wedding, they deserve a say in the guest list.
Do we have to reveal it at the same time?
You can reveal one. Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Absolutely not for me. I feel like they should have a say in certain things, like or can give their opinion, but I don't think they should be the end all be all decider.
No, like I'll take your like if you're like, hey, I think you should. I'm not saying you should. Like, give me your opinion. Doesn't mean I'm like, hey, you need to invite my second cousin. It's not a family reunion,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, did you have to be particular with your list, like with your guest list as a destination bride, or no?
No, we kind of did like more than what we would have if it was local, knowing that a lot of people wouldn't
Say yes.
say yes or anything. So we're still going with, I think we originally had around 75, had some people have some other things go on, get pregnant, all these other things. So we're down to about like 50 to 60, which is more than I would have
that's like a
ever
perfect
thought. But cast it out more wide than we would have here, knowing it probably would have like doubled if we had it locally.
yeah.
Yeah. I just watched the TikTok this morning. I don't know. I must know my algorithm at this point. It was Larry David discussing a destination wedding itself. And he's like, if it's an hour and a half drive or more, I'm not going. He's like, you can count me out. I was like, okay, Larry David, very blunt. Number 2, it is okay to invite some guests to the ceremony only? Absolutely not, or absolutely yes?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Except for other countries
sad.
do that.
Really?
Other countries do. I think I talked about it on here before, but it's called an evening guest, where you're invited to the ceremony. You are not invited to the reception, like the dinner, but then you're invited for like dessert and dancing after, like the fun part. So I'm like, that's like, I think England, like a lot of other countries do it. America really does not do it, but I think it would be rude in America to invite someone just to the ceremony and be like, you know what?
Don't come
Come to the dinner or anything else.
It reminds me of like a sleepover when you're a kid and you have like the party and then you have like the secret sleepover.
Oh yeah,
after.
the VIP sleepover with your close friends.
Yeah, like talking in secret, like, hey, after this, don't leave. And like, I feel like it's flip flops in America, where you might have an intimate
Yes.
ceremony and then a big reception.
Yeah, and people get butthurt about that, but I don't mind that.
Yeah, no,
I know the ceremony is the most important, but if I wouldn't be invited to a ceremony, I'd be like,
yeah,
all good.
yeah. I'm all right.
I'm good with that.
All right. All right. Wedding party members should be required to pay for professional hair and makeup if asked.
I would say absolutely not in most cases.
I was having absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm like if they talk about it beforehand and there's like a cost, and then the person is like agreeing to it, and then they have to book them. Like if the bridesmaid's like, yeah, no problem, I'll pay for that, and then they sign a contract, and then last minute they're like, oh, I'm not paying for that. Then that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Like on the opposite side of that conversation.
Yeah. We don't
Guys
have to
don't
worry
do
about
anything.
that. No professional hair and
I
makeup.
also feel like if hair and makeup is astronomical, like the price is like $500 per person, then that is a lot to pay. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I would not pay that.
No, I also like am so particular about certain things like that. Like I don't think I've ever been in a wedding where I truly loved like
I hate it usually.
my like hair and makeup getting done. I was like, I can just do this on myself and like no, I'm happy with it and everything else. I'm like, I don't want like it's your special day also, but like I also want to feel pretty.
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
one where it was so bad I got airbrush makeup done. I don't know, probably like $120 or whatever. I went back to the room, didn't say anything. I just washed it off and redid it myself. I was like, that was a waste of money, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, for the guys, we just are like, what time do we have to be ready by? And
Go play
There you
around
go.
at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah, we're ready to go. We're good. If you attended someone's wedding a few years ago, they should be invited and attend yours. I guess it might be depending on the relationship with that person now, right?
I would say, I don't know. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's like life changes so much in the middle too.
Especially in your 20s and 30s, life truly changes. Like some of the friends that we had back in our 20s, I haven't talked to them in years. And if they got married now, I would not be offended if I was not invited. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like-
or like if I was or if they were a groomsmen of mine and I'm not in theirs, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm like,
If I'm not invited, that's also fine too. If it's like a smaller get together, I feel like we got married young, and you're in high school and all your like high school buddies, like, oh yeah, we'll all be invited to each other's wedding. There's probably 5 people from my high school that got invited, maybe more.
I think
maybe
I
a little bit
invited
more.
one person from my high school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
same.
things do change drastically, and even college. I feel like the people that we invited from college then, I would say half would probably, well, maybe more. There'd be a few that would
Half.
probably couldn't attend.
I would say.
Adults should be able to survive a child-free wedding without being offended their kids weren't invited.
Absolutely yes.
Give me a free night.
I do understand like people declining an invitation because they can't bring their kids. Like I 100% get that. If you don't have a babysitter, you don't have anyone trusted to watch your kids. But you can't be offended if your kids aren't invited and it's an adult. It's not your party.
Right.
If our kids are invited, most of the time we say no to them and we say yes to ourselves. And we're like, yeah, parents' night out.
Yeah, like I will take that. +1s should only be given to guests in serious relationships. Well, no.
I don't know. I'm like very on the fence about this one.
I think that's one that also depends, like Larry David, how far are you traveling?
Yeah.
Like all
Yeah.
those questions. Like if I'm going like destination, like I'm not going to drive 5 hours by
By
myself.
yourself.
Or like if I barely know anyone or anything like that.
I feel like
that makes sense.
there are a lot of like other circumstances to consider and your budget.
Yes.
So like if you do have a tighter budget, you're not going to be throwing +1s out to everybody. You have to be more selective. If you're in a serious relationship, 100% they should get a +1.
Yeah.
But then like you said, if you're traveling, if you're taking a flight, if you don't know anyone, those are all reasons that someone should get a +1.
Yeah. And that's not even like bringing a date. You can bring like your friend, your sister, your brother, like whomever.
A
It
travel
doesn't-
companion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's okay to invite someone to the bridal shower who isn't invited to the wedding.
Absolutely not.
No.
That's kind of like the ceremony reception.
There's certain circumstances where I'm like, okay, like if you were doing a destination wedding or something where it's a very intimate wedding, but people want to throw you something and they're not invited. They know they're not invited to the wedding. That's like a different circumstance where I'm like, okay, I could see that. But if you're having like a normal wedding, and this happens a lot, where it's like a standard wedding with 150 people, and then you're inviting extra people to your shower just to get gifts. Yeah. I think that is so tacky.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Like, no, I'm not coming. No.
All right. It's rude to leave a wedding cake. Oh, sorry. It's rude to leave a wedding before the cake is cut and formalities are finished.
It's rude to leave.
Yeah. Before all of that. Cake cutting formalities.
I guess I would say like absolutely yes, you should try to enjoy like the dinner portion.
Yeah.
I think if people leave before dancing, I don't think that's rude because some people like aren't dancers.
Like especially if it's like grandparents or something like that. I'm like, after you finish dinner, like you'll need to stay for like the
Yeah.
late night party of it. But I'm like, at least like stay for your plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have seen people like sneak out before the dinner, and I think that's strange. I do think that's rude.
What other plans do you have going on that you can't even stay for dinner?
Yeah.
Like it's good. It's a
But
good meal.
I think like having to stay, sometimes cake cutting's like in the middle of dancing. Like some people will do it late in the night, or there's certain things that will happen like later in the night. I don't think it's rude to leave before that if you're not staying the whole
Yeah.
time.
Not staying for the dollar dance but like, yeah, like mentioning grandma, grandpa, older people, it kind of gets a little awkward when they're just sitting watching everyone dance, and I just peek over and I'm in the edge of the dance floor and I'm just doing my like very basic dance moves, and I turn around and Grandpa Joe's just staring at me like
Just sitting there.
Gosh. Like no, this is awkward and weird. 2 more. Couples are responsible for making their guests have fun at their wedding.
I mean, I would say absolutely yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta plan the fun. Don't be boring.
You're building the experience for your guests. Like you're choosing, they don't get to choose like where they sit or what activities are happening, what food or drink there is. So that's the host's job, I would say.
And I feel like with the dance floor too, like if no one's on the dance floor, like if you're not there, like you're the one setting the tone for
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Couples will dictate if their wedding is like high energy or like low energy based on how they act. For
100%.
sure.
I would be on the dance floor all the time.
We were
I
on
just
the
got
dance
rid of my
floor.
last one. Evacuate the dance floor. Last one. It's okay to grab a centerpiece on the way out.
Absolutely not. Unless they tell you to grab it, don't take it.
Yeah. Yeah, most of those cost a lot of money.
I
or
had
have to get returned.
I had a wedding where that happened, and a ton of guests were taking the centerpieces because the DJ made an announcement, but the DJ was supposed to make an announcement to just take the flowers. And so all these vases were getting taken, and it was like they charged them $35 per vase that was taken. So like that's like an extra $300-$400 the next day that the couple's getting. And I was at the door trying to be like, don't take that. Like, take the flowers out of it. And they're like, the DJ said. And they were just like walking out with it. And I'm like, all right. I can't stop it at this point. I'm not the police. Sorry.
Yeah. Yikes. All right. Our next segment is VIP Table. We are doing best Disney Channel original movies. They had to have premiered as a Disney Channel original movie. They're not ones that were in the theaters and then were played on Disney Channel. They were Friday night specials, Disney Channel original movie. Yeah, with the
person that did like the spread eagle jumping.
All right, Celine, since you are our guest, we will let you go first with the first pick.
Okay. 2006 special. I'll take High School Musical 1.
Yeah,
That was my
gosh.
number
OG.
one.
That's definitely a 1-1 right there on the list.
Dang.
Pre-Zac Efron doing the entire vocals.
I think that's crazy that he wasn't like the actual singer in
Wasn't
the
like
first
Drew
movie.
Seeley or something?
I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
And then
He has
did,
an amazing voice. It's like, why wouldn't he just be the singer?
Yeah, he had pipes in the 2 and 3.
It's like the movie
And
story
in
he was
Greatest
telling,
Showman.
he wasn't even doing it.
Right. I mean, he was getting his head in the game, though. That's
Head in the game.
good bangers on that one. I'm being honest, sometimes
Classic.
I put on show tunes, and if I'm by myself in the car, I'll listen to some High School
Bet on
Musical.
it, bet
Fun
on
fact,
it.
Vanessa Hudgens married a pirate player.
Really?
Oh.
Who?
Cole Tucker.
yes. I forgot about that.
Is she still married to him?
Yeah. So they have like 2
Oh.
kids now or something.
My goodness.
Okay.
She was with Austin Butler. She was with Zac Efron and now Cole Tucker, who ended up getting traded to what, like the Dodgers maybe? And
The
how-
Angel or something. I
Yeah.
forget where he is now.
yeah, I don't know if he's doing as
I
hot.
think he
as
retired.
He was a very high prospect coming out, and then he shout out him though. He won in life. All right, Cass, you're up.
I don't know what year this came out, but me and my friends love this one. Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls,
Cheetah
Cheetah Sisters.
We dressed as that as Halloween one year. Like, I love the Cheetah Girls. So good.
They did they have multiple, or was it just one?
Yeah, there was multiple, and now they have Cheetah Girls the cartoon. Because when we were riding in the minivans, they kept being on the
It
screen.
was playing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
So yeah, That's So Raven, good show. That was near like the end of my watching Disney Channel phase. Bangs are really getting on my eyes. All right, my first pick is still on the board. I get 2. My first 2 are on the board. This is great. My first pick is going to be Motocrossed.
oh, good. That was
It's
not
the
on my
one
list.
with the twins. The
Yeah.
girl, she paints her nails, and they're like, "Why do you have your nails painted?" And she was acting like her brother. It was like to help with vibrations on the
Yes.
wheel or on the handles, and then everyone else started doing it, and she ended up winning at the very end, and she fell in love with one of her
Brothers'
brother's friends, and he was very upset whenever he discovered that he was
They were together.
that like she was playing he. Andy and Andrew. She went as Andy, but short for Andrea, maybe. I don't know. But that was the song by the Juliana Theory. We're on top of the world, you and I. It's a good song. We'll listen to it on the way home.
I'm like, I don't know that one.
All right. And my second pick is another classic. I tried watching it recently, and then it ended up being really not as good as I remember, but it's Luck of the Irish.
Yes, I had that on my list.
Know that he was Irish, and then his coin got stolen, and then he started to shrink, and his mom turned into a little leprechaun, and he had to get his luck back.
And like, doesn't the grandpa work at a potato factory?
Yeah, like everything was out there,
It's
like
we were watching it with the kids. It was this year that we watched it.
O'Reilly's or something. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't know you were Irish? All right, you're up, Cassie.
Okay, my pick is Cadet Kelly.
Yep.
high on
It's on
mine.
the list.
Hillary Duff coming in hot. What was the other girl's name from Even Stevens? What's her name?
Something like
It's so-
Ashley Carlson Romano or something.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
yes.
That is such a good movie, and like, I don't know, the whole it's just funny. Like, I think back on these movies, how cheesy they are, but when I was a kid, I watched Cadet Kelly all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
When it first debuted,
And
when
they
I
do
was
like the
Little rifle spin.
the rifle
Yes.
spin. I was like the gun spin. I don't know what it's called.
like, I'm gonna do that one day.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be Cadet Kelly. Do I get another one, or I just do one?
Nope, you're
Okay.
you're in the middle. All right, Celine, you have 2 picks.
Ooh. I'm gonna go another around the High School Musical time. Go Camp Rock.
Yes. Camp Rock.
Camp Rock.
I kept doing that. Camp Rock.
It's a good. They just came out with like a
third one.
A third one.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet, but I heard it's like kind of cringy.
I feel like they're all cringy now that we're adults, but like if I was a kid, I would have been like, this is so good.
Yeah.
They leaned like heavy into like Gen Z slang on this one.
Oh, okay.
And like
It's
they went
on.
back into like the she's really good.
I'm gonna have to watch it now.
It's on Disney Plus now. I did see it listed there. All right, your third pick.
I'm gonna go Right on Track. It was like a drag racing one.
Yeah,
It was about the
my
sisters.
Gosh, that's on my list. That should have been though.
I was thinking drag queens. I was like,
The one
Disney,
you're right on.
I'm like, Disney did not do a drag queen.
No.
I'm like, no.
As we're wearing the wigs. Oh. What year did that one come out? That was like had to been.
That was
I do remember it
2003.
now. Okay.
It
See, that was
was-
my stretch of. There's all these other ones that like I didn't remember the name and they came up like, oh, I remember that one. That one skipped my list.
It was
All
like
right, Cass,
Erica
you
and
good?
Courtney.
Who was it?
Erica and Courtney Enders. It was like based on a true story.
Yeah.
Some of them were like, wasn't the basketball one also based on a true story? I don't know if someone
What?
has
That
it on
he
their
shrunk
list.
as a leprechaun?
No, like the sister basketball one. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
One of you might have that on your list.
It's on
I
my
don't.
list. It's not gonna get picked.
Yeah, mine's
Or I'm not gonna pick
I
it.
remember it, but I couldn't remember the name.
Because that's very cringe.
I had
now.
I had to look up the name of this one because I couldn't remember it. But all I remembered was "Si se puede, si se puede." It was that dance one. Gotta kick it up.
Oh, yeah. Is that a Disney? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they're on the. It's like a
I'll
pom
allow
pom.
it.
It's like a pom pom squad.
Okay.
It came after High School Musical, probably in that time frame.
Yeah.
was
Did it
good.
have a High School Musical person? It was that Corbin Blue, or he had the
It had
jump rope.
He was in that one.
I can't think of her name, but she's. I don't know who's in it. All I know is it was like a dancing one. I always like the dancing ones, but it was like a pom pom, like a dance team.
Okay.
And then they were in this competition, and they always said "Si se puede," and I had to look it up because I was like, I
say
can't
that a
remember.
lot now too. Good pick. My third. It was my number 3 pick. It's the original AI. It is Smart House.
Smart House. I had that one.
It kind of was scary whenever she got mad at them and locked them in. Like that's just foreshadowing if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I'm like, that's about to happen. Probably.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't use AI as much for making
This was
photos.
it.
Let me see.
It's giving. I feel like they reused the uniforms from
Oh,
Glee.
yeah.
It's 2002.
2002. That was
So I guess it
before
was
High School
before High
Musical.
School Musical.
Oh, I remember this one. It has America.
That's what America Ferrera, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't think of her name. That's what I was
Was she
thinking.
Ugly Betty? Is that what she
Yes.
ended up doing? All right, and my last pick. Ooh. All right, this is one that post me like watching Disney Channel original movies, but we were in Florida. My niece came and visited, and we watched it, and I was like, they actually have some bops in this. It is Descendants.
I had to say it's on my
It's all of what the kids of the
villains.
Well, no, oh yeah, of all the villains. But Beauty and the Beast's kid falls in love with, was it Sleep or one of the villain Maleficent's daughter?
Yeah.
I'll be so
And
honest. I've never knew the plot line of this.
It's actually pretty good. Like the fact that they thought like, oh, we should do the kids of the villains, and then they're like not all bad and not all good. It's good, and the
it's
music is good.
Music. It is good music.
And now there's like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, I really only watched the
Still
first
good.
one,
The songs are good.
but there was I put it in parentheses next to it. It's the song. It's called "Did I Mention," and it's sung by the Beast's Belle and the Beast's son, and it's sung by a guy that was on American Idol. I think it was. I don't know the guy's name. It was like a Zac Efron thing. It wasn't the actor that was singing. It was someone else. It's a bop. Did I mention? My love is
yeah.
RIDICULOUS. That's how that was.
Yes.
Made the list
Did I
because of that
mention?
song. I don't even know the plot of what ends up happening.
Me neither.
Kristen
I think they
Chenoweth?
become friends.
Chenoweth, the girl that's Glenda in the original Broadway, she plays Maleficent.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, but it is good.
I don't think I'll watch it in the near future either.
And now my last pick is Xenon.
Ooh,
Yep.
fun.
I can't even really remember what it's about, but I do remember watching them as kids, like because there was 2, at least 2, maybe
Yeah.
3.
think
Got
there's
Xenon,
two.
the Z-Cool. I don't know if
Yeah.
there was a third one, but
I don't know. She's like in outer space.
Yeah.
Cool girl.
was she like
Cool
from
girl
outer space,
aesthetic.
or did she go to outer space?
I don't even know. I don't remember, but I do remember watching it and I loved it.
It's good. Good.
And
picks.
I think I also dressed as her as Halloween once. So that's my last pick.
Celine, your last pick.
Ooh. I'm like torn between like two of them, but I feel like I got to go with High School Musical 2 simply for
Yes.
bet on it
Yes.
Yeah.
on the golf course. And Gotta Go My Own Way. That's also a great
All
one.
of the
Honestly, the entire album I think is better than the first one.
I agree. I agree. I think that High School Musical 3 would make the list if it was not in theaters. 2 is so cheesy, it makes it good.
Yes.
It's so good. Like
That's-
the kitchen scene, the baseball scene.
We gotta work.
Work this out.
All right, our honorable mentions. I still have a lot on my list, but this one would have been 1-1. Was not a Disney Channel original movie, but I watched it all the time. My Date with the President's Daughter.
Yes.
It was an ABC show. I just had to throw it in there. It's the older brother from Boy Meets World. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
I had Halloween Town.
Halloween Town, which
I hate Halloween Town
I
though
was not a
myself, but
fan.
like I remember watching it at
Yes.
Halloween time. And some people are like very into Halloween
Yeah.
Town. They're like super fans.
Get a Clue. It had Lindsay Lohan. She was that like
was a good
secret
one.
agent.
I remember the song and playing it on like I think I had like a PlayStation 2 when I was little, and it was like the Disney Extreme Skate Park game, and that was part of the soundtrack on it.
What's that song? Gee.
Did you say Johnny Tsunami?
No, it was on my list though. But I would have done it sooner. I honestly forget. What was he, a surfer?
Yeah.
Okay. I had Double Teamed. It's those sisters. But
Ba-
this
But isn't that one based on a real story too?
it might be.
I feel like some of them were based on real
The
stories.
scene that they have deciphered online of that, she's like pumping the basketball, and then all of a sudden she's 5 feet in front, and it's just
Bad.
that would have made the list. Alley Cat Strike.
I don't remember that
The
one.
bowling one.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
I didn't want to take it because again, it's like one that I liked the TV show. Don't remember what the movie was the Even Stevens movie.
That was gonna be my next one.
I forget what happened, to be honest.
They were on the island, and then it was like a reality TV show.
God, that should have been it then.
Now I gotta watch it.
Yeah. And then I had Brink was another one I had, which
Skating.
skating one. That was probably my like first one that I've watched based on the years. And yeah, Halloween Town.
The two I learned that weren't decoms, but I totally thought were the Lizzie McGuire movie when they go to
Yeah.
Rome and Holes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love both of those movies.
And I was so disappointed when I looked last night. And I was like, these are not decoms. And I feel like I've been lied to my entire childhood.
Yeah. I would have, if you said Lizzie McGuire movie, I would have told you, hey, that's not a Disney Channel original. At 5th grade, I went with my 3 best friends, all guys. And when she's saying this is what dreams are made of, we're in the movie theater standing up and clapping and singing along with her.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. I just,
Definitely, like the plot would never happen in real life.
I think she was like in 8th grade in the movie. Like, if you do the
She's
math
just like
on it.
missing all, the whole trip, and like they're like, "Oh, she's sick. She's not like accounted for anywhere."
She's, like, in
What's
France or
happening?
something?
Yeah.
hey now.
I also had the 13th year. It's the mermaid one.
I feel like I've
There's like
remembered
he's
that
like
one.
turning into a teenager, but he's also finding out that like he's a mermaid. It was good. I probably had the hots for the main character or something.
It's like all the Lawrence brothers. They did one, Jumping Ship. That wasn't on
Too
my
good.
list. They were, I don't know if they got attacked by pirates. Something is making me think that they were just like on a boat and then pirates were invading their boat at one point.
Maybe.
Do you remember Cowbells? Where they work at like the dairy farm?
Yes. That's Allie and AJ, right?
Oh god.
I was like, God, and they had that one really good song. Like Allie and AJ, I can't think of the song now, but I used to listen to that song on repeat, and I was like in college, I think, when the
I
song
know exactly
came
which
out.
one you're talking about, but I cannot think of it.
I'm gonna look it up after this.
Teen Beach Movie.
Teen
Is
Beach
that
movie
a-
is pretty good too.
Is that Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Disney.
that's a Disney Channel original movie
Yeah.
because our nieces like that one,
Okay.
and they were singing
if-
it last time. I'm like, I've never watched it.
Nickelodeon. If we did one for Nickelodeon, there's probably not enough. But they like anytime they did like a SpongeBob or the Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron crossover. You remember
Crossovers?
that one?
Those were good.
Yeah. Or when Timmy Turner from the future comes and says like, Timmy, what you're doing is wrong. I don't know why I wanted to bring up Nickelodeon, but I thought
don't
Teen
know.
Beach Movie was Nickelodeon for a second.
No, it's a Disney.
I thought you were going to bring up like Radio Rebel with like the meme where she's like,
Did Kim Possible have a movie?
Probably.
I think
Call
so.
me, beat me if you want to reach me. No, that was good list. Again, High School Musical taking that number one. That was a gimme. We just gave her the win right there.
Every single one of us was going to have High School Musical.
Oh, yeah.
I probably would have taken motocross first. I thought I was going to be a pro dirt bike rider after I watched that, and I never rode a dirt bike in my life. And that movie came out.
Still never rode one. Me?
Oh,
I never rode
I
one.
rode them, like maybe once or twice, legally, not on a street like someone on our neighborhood does. All right, well, that concludes our episode. Celine, thank you so much for
having me.
joining us.
And if you have a crazy story and you want it read on the podcast, send it into info@weddingprocast.com and label it story submission.
All right, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.